beckons.
Diablo is readying his final blow against the high heavens. A devastating act that will disrupt the balance beyond all remedy. Tyrael and I must find a way to save both of our realms.
Corruption is thicker here.
Look at the destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop him, this is the future of all creation.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, no!
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land. A most thrilling battle.
You killed me without a second thought when I was no longer of use to you. How can you damn those who helped you?
This is not real.
Is so much more thorough here than it was in the gardens. So much more complete. Diablo knows the spire is the heart of the high heavens.
I knew Inarius long ago, when he was still among the angels. But he grew weary of battling the demons after a time, and he began to secretly conspire with demons in order to forge a peace. The demoness Lilith became his greatest ally in the Hells, and many other demons and angels joined his cause.
lords are brutal overseers, second only to the seven evils themselves. The mallet demons rule the seething outer reaches of the hells that surround the central realms, and have long refused to join any of the lesser evil's armies. Surely the destruction would be unthinkable if such a thing ever came to pass.
This is worse than I...
I am sorry, Tyrael.
Fear the end. Decay and rot.
There is something different here.
I sense it as well. Be on your guard.
we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant.
I'm afraid not.
You failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped.
I'm afraid not.
Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
The Angel Iswal was once Tyrael's lieutenant, but he was captured by the enemy after an ill-advised assault upon the Hellforge. Iswal surrendered to demonic corruption and revealed the secrets of the Soul Stones to the Prime Evils. Tyrael claimed that Iswal was slain years ago, but his replacement has never emerged from the Crystal Arch.
I often came to this great span to meditate on things as I looked out over the Silver City. The view used to calm me. Now I find it does the opposite. It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late. I can feel Diablo's corruption closing around the light of heaven.
You think yourself a hero, but your actions are driven by petty greed, contempt, and bloodlust. You couldn't even save me.
I need essence.
Enslaved nightmares stand as testament that there will never be peace between men and demons. Sorcerers who attempt to master the dark arts and summon demons with their black spells are all damned to become skeletal nightmares, bound to the very power they tried to bend to their will.
So I forsook my home, to see it again like this. Any joy I might have had, replaced with sorrow. Upwards! We must make it to the summit.
After he gained a following, Inarius stole the sacred world stone and used it to create and conceal a world he called Sanctuary. Demons and angels alike fled there, and some of them, including Inarius and Lilith, fell in love. Many of these unions resulted in children. They were called the Nephilim.
You will make a fine corpse.
Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I come to kill another. Do not waste my time.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
We stand together as mortals.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
Thank you for leading me this far.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
I need to know more about the Crystal Arch.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
The angels themselves are born from it.
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
This harmony seems to have been lost.
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
It is likely that she is already lost, though that may be hard to accept.
Leah knew the protective spells of the Horadrim. Diablo took control over her body, but he can never twist her mind.
Which of the angels voted to destroy humanity?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael. Who is he?
He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Angiras Council has been broken ever since.
Do you know why Malthael disappeared?
Long ago, when Anarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Have there been any clues about his whereabouts?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Taphamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Anu?
Just as Taphamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Then evil has been reborn in its purest form.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
One last fight for our hero, and we can go home.
Don't you wish you could help?
Ha! I don't think he needs it.
I have a gift for you, Lyndon.
Is that so?
It's gold. Enough to repay the Merchants Guild and free your brother.
You're joking, right? You look like you're joking.
Do I ever joke?
I'm speechless.
I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
Let us fight this evil together.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be...
I don't care if you have to burn the heavens down to their foundations. Kill Diablo for what he's done today.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
Is that right?
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
You haven't told me everything.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the Jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges. You must save us.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
Got some new items for the man who saved the king.
Is it time to go home yet, Mum?
Soon, love. Soon.
Is this the last battle?
No. But you will be safe after its end.
I don't want to be safe. I want revenge.
Death and life are forces of our world. They rise and ebb like the tide. Think on this, and you will no longer desire revenge. Only peace.
You have one last scrap ahead of you, I hear. Might I ask you a favor?
Yes?
When you're killing Diablo, and I have no doubt you will, think of my lads. Will you? Make him pay for all of this.
He will fall. Not for vengeance, but for the balance.
My husband's blood bought us victory against Asmodan's armies. Don't let it be for nothing.
It wasn't.
This is the end, isn't it?
One way or the other. Good luck, hero.
must wait.
Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror.
My essence is too low.
How does it feel knowing you have failed those who depended on you? You shall never wake from this nightmare. How tastes your fear, Nephilim? Your Nephilim power will not help you in this realm, mortal. No! This wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. I jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
You're crying.
No. It's raining.
It does not rain here.
Well, it does now.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. I welcome the chance to travel with you.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Evil retreats, but it does not die.
Time will tell. In the end, it was a mortal heart that saved 2 worlds from ruin and cast down the prime evil forever. A new day breaks for both angels and men. For mankind's greatest champion, the Nephilim, rose to confront the darkness that we, in our pride, would not face. My brethren, I will take my place among you once again. But this time, as a mortal. Since justice has been met this day, I will now stand as wisdom. On behalf of those who risked all to save us. Forevermore, we shall stand together, angels and men, in the light of this glorious new dawn. Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all Run. Malthael. Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
The killing began in Westmarch. Of that I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim! Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
I watched in horror as the guard was struck by the maiden's magic. I heard the sound of his screams until his flesh had dissolved to nothing, and only his armor-clad skeleton remained, his jaw unhinged. Blue mist swirled around his bones, coalescing into new flesh. When at last I cut him down, the phantasmal flesh exploded. leaving only a pile of armor behind.
The gates. Must mean there are roads into the city.
Malthael's fallen angels have brought death to Westmarch, raising an army of reapers from the city's slain defenders. Once, these men and women were our protectors. Now, they are our executioners, scouring the city for every living soul and putting them to the sword.
Don't go out into the streets!
Spend wisely.
It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Are there other survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk.
Shadow touched me, and darkness spread across my vision until all I could see was blackness. It gave way to a pale light that sapped my strength. It seemed so easy. But instead, I drew upon the last of my will and fought back. Color flooded back into my sight. The shadow was right before me, and I drove my spear through it. The Revenant Shield Guards were once the personal guard of King Justinian IV. Appointed to the position for bravery and skill at arms, they accompanied the king at all times, resplendent in their ornate armor, wrought by the finest craftsmen in Westmarch. But most spectacular were their shields, which they unerringly employed in the protection of their king.
Repel these vile reapers!
A powerful foe over there.
Ah, we found you.
I've never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's Bane! This is worse than I feared.
What is it?
A Death Maiden! Stop her!
Nebula, your soul will be mine.
Any other archer would have fled as I charged, but this one stood its ground, staring down the arrow's shaft through lifeless, empty eye sockets. Even as I swung my blade to take off its head, the thing loosed another shot. How can we fight an enemy that has no fear, nor thought for its own self-preservation?
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
They thought they would be safe in here, but they were trapped.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch. So the Herodrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathmas say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Death comes for
All trouble shall pass.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I? You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me, but he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
I just want to get rid of this, to be honest.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
I found him in the streets. He seemed in a daze, so I brought him here with me, but he's hardly said anything. He's nobility of some sort, but I don't recognize the seal on his ring.
The flames!
The flames? Well, he was covered in soot. Perhaps he escaped from a fire. He never says more than a word or two at a time.
Duncraig is just death in horror. I thought I'd be safe here, but we've nowhere left to hide.
To us. What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order and prove your conviction.
All right, buy something, will you? This stuff's heavy. Only the best for you, sir.
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Best service in Westmarch.
I keep hearing things. My mind must finally be going.
Is something on your mind?
Yes, actually. I was just remembering what happened in New Tristram after the falling star hit. I'd never seen Mira so scared. Leah came by later, telling us there were wounded men at the inn.
And your wife still went to help them. Have you remembered anything?
Yes, faintly. My sisters and I were once...
Did you learn magic from him?
No. I began reading his spell books. It was amusing for a time.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Durgist.
I thought it was a secret.
Durgist's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then I will finally know the truth.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we'd probably both be happier if I didn't.
You are ill at ease, Cormac.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are one of many who believed in serving a righteous cause.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right? Oh, I've been waiting for this.
I welcome the chance to travel with you. It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
That sounds like magic, or melancholy. I cannot tell which.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
There are many who do not forget the dead, Irena. They serve a purpose, as do we.
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Is anyone out there? Anyone?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
Huh. And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it.